the NFL's distinct and legendary Randall Cunningham still leaves lasting impressions.
Randall, he's my pastor, he's my mentor, he's my coach. I'll talk to him and it'll make me want to change my whole life around.
As one of the most dynamic quarterbacks to impact how his position is played, Randall now coaches high school football in Las Vegas.
No, man, drop back and fire that thing, man. You know
the once dual passing, rushing playmaker also makes impact on Sundays as a senior pastor.
Deny yourself, pick up your cross, and follow him. When we decide to take that leap of faith and that step, you're going into the unknown to serve the known God.
Randall was known for his unique, elusive skills that earned him 2 league MVPs during his 16-year career.
How is God preparing you for what you're doing now?
Through the NFL, I learned so many things about patience, about morals, integrity, about denying myself, and really go to the deeper things of the spirit rather than just looking at everything as a surface element of life. Being the first quarterback drafted in '85 draft, the NFL said, you're the best quarterback. And I remember walking down the street one day and saying, God, I owe you something. He said, yeah, you owe me your life. And so that experience was a road through Las Vegas.
A road where 2 years into his NFL career while visiting a friend, Randall made a life-altering decision.
Jesus is titled as Savior. What has he rescued you from?
He's rescued me from myself, and he's rescued me from destruction. I couldn't do it myself. He said, freely you have received, freely you give. And I think, okay, I've received salvation and I'm gonna freely give you my life.
It was a collegiate life that first brought him to Las Vegas, where Randall drove UNLV to new heights, while both quarterbacking and punting the Rebels to their first and only 11-win season and conference championship. It was there he caught the eye of scouts, when the city and young player developed a lasting bond.
And I've always been taught, remember where you came from. And I didn't understand that comment until I really became successful. But then, when I came back to Vegas, it was an open door.
What is Vegas as you know it?
Well, I think of Vegas as a melting pot, a valley of great opportunity. You see these lights and all the other stuff that goes on, and then you find the people and you find out there are great churches here. This is a family-oriented place. So Sin City is just the will to sin. They look at getting here and hiding and doing things, and we're the people who pick up the pieces. Pieces of broken lives. That's important to us, that we are here for other people.
Here is where Randall pastors Remnant Ministries, a growing, thriving congregation that initiates support for the community.
He came to redeem us, and that's the heart we have. We want to see people redeemed, restored, reconciled to their families, reconciled to God. It's the Great Commission. I'm leaving you with a responsibility to imitate me. You are my disciples, Christ would say, and now go and do what I've done. We have to be the vessels that look like Christ.
So Randall went. Silverado High School is just 3 miles down the road. They needed a head coach. Coach Cunningham answered, bringing a football mind and pastoral heart to a captive audience.
You got to lead these guys. Watch this. If you're walking around like this, that's how they're going to play. But if you go, come on, guys, let's go. That's how they're going to play.
Why do you choose to go to a high school football field?
I know that there are kids who don't have fathers. Christ was a father to the fatherless. There are orphans, people in society who are left out, kids who don't have anybody to study with them, kids who people have given up on, kids who are searching for answers. Just a little love. That's all it takes sometimes.
And mostly all they can give because of public school laws, as their administrators clarify the boundaries of prayer with students, many from single-parent families.
If the kids ask you to pray, if they engage you, then you can do it. And so often that, they will, they'll ask for that. Or we're walking off for practice and they'll say, hey, my mom lost her job, can you pray for her?
Youth pastor and assistant coach Stacy Julian sees how unconditional love satisfies a deeper hunger.
Randall will often take as many kids can fit in our cars and take them over to have lunch after practice. And that's the relationships that we try to establish is, hey, we're here for you.
He gives me opportunities to think about things that I do and the decisions that we make as a person, think about who we are and others before us.
There was a kid, he didn't play a lot. As he was leaving, he was like, all right, coach, I'll see you later. And I said, come here, man. I said, I'm sorry I didn't play you very much. He said, that's all right, coach. Can I have some of that food back there in the room? And I said, get whatever you want. And as I'm leaving, he says, Coach, I love you. And I'm thinking, wow,
The playmaking great Randall Cunningham takes his turn to be wowed, while calling the greatest plays of his life.
You know, being a coach and being a pastor are two different things. We have to become all things to all men that we might save some. These kids will mature and understand it's not about shallow living. It's about the deeper things of life. It changes a person's heart.